Hey YouTube, as the title says, 18th legend in 19 seasons. So glad I expected to get there. It's just I think the one season was an outlier that I didn't hit it. I kind of went over all the reasons I didn't hit it that season, but back on the legend train for the last few seasons, and the team that got me there was Shadow Gardevoir, Claydol, and Mandibuzz. So basically, a couple things happened. So Shadow Gardevoir got unbanned. And in a meta that is only the other two typings are dark and fighting, you automatically have a huge advantage. Because even if they neutralize it like a poison, you're still hitting neutral against those. However, you do want two answers to dark poisons because they are everywhere in the meta. So Claydol and Mandibuzz. Claydol is, I went over and someone kind of mentioned this, like, oh, you went back to Claydol even though you or kind of like clowned on it. Yes, I still think it's not the best Pokemon that I want to use, but on this team to cover the poisons, it is the best Pokemon you want to use, right? Because it's a ground type Pokemon. So I got that in the back, and I got Mandibuzz as the bulky flyer. I've kind of talked about that multiple times with air slash how strong it is. Basically, how I play this out every single time is if it's a poison lead, I'll go into Claydol or Mandibuzz. I think both can act as safe swaps. Neither it does, so I don't really have a set one. I can come either or. Maybe Claydol more, and then otherwise I probably stay in on the lead. So this one I'm likely to go. I maybe even throw one charm before I go. Yeah, and Mandibuzz, that's fine. So one charm. Again, charms are still neutral, right? Because they're half dark, half poison. So able to chip with the charm, then get into Mandibuzz, grabbing a shield already. They are not leaving, and I'm like, what? Maybe you're running Sledge Bomb, but no, throwing a Crunch. How's probably Crunch and Trailblaze just to come out with a Sableye. So clearly does not have a good answer for Mandibuzz. So get off the foul play. That will chip. The leg will cost me a little bit. That's fine. This thing's going to have to throw Stone Edge because if it throws foul play, it's resisted. It's not going to take me out. Sorry, Power Gem, yeah. Not Stone Edge, Power Gem. So knowing that they're kind of, our switch timers already synced, I will get into Claydol here against the Skunk. Have to shield up Crunch because that is super effective. Malamar in the back, so I should be able to chip a good amount with this Scorching Sands. And they shield, so I wouldn't be surprised if I shield straight back here. I'm out of move. I'm going to let it go and just try and take the shield advantage here. You're going to see I still have Synchronize on it, the community move. I eventually switched it to Triple Axle. So I think that is the better move because you can boost your attack and it's quicker to get to. But I do just out charm it, right? Still neutral. Great lead against the Guzzlord here, so they're going to get out. Drapion, okay, easy answer with Claydol. Thing with Drapion is as the Shadow. Crunch will, if they go Crunch first, it'll take you to the red and then you just Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail first means they probably have to throw a Crunch next, which means I can just easily commit to the farm down and shield here. So they throw a second Aqua Tail, that's fine. Going to take them out anyways. Have a bunch of energy, so if the Guzzlord comes back in, I've got the Ice Beam for it. And we'll just keep alignment. So Guzzlord does come back in. Now, I'm probably starting to read a triple, like a Guzzlord double poison team in the back here. So I get this off. I'll be interested to see if I try and snipe here, because this is double super effective charms, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Double super effective charms, just taking this into oblivion. Kind of recognizing I expect it to be a poison. Again, charms still neutral. Should have got one more charm there, but the game lagged out on me, so this should have been in like the red already. But come in Claydol, force him to throw, and then at this point, Mandibuzz with its bulk is just going to very easily sweep up here. So just wing attack this down. And that's the thing with Gardevoir. Yes, you need some answers for the poisons because they will just delete you with the poisons, but you still chip a good amount on these poisons. So I've stayed in. One charm, took it down a bit. So I lost the lead, lost the switch here. They got the Mandibuzz on me. So I'll have an Ice Beam, which will be good. I'll chip it a little bit, but two Ice Beams do not even take out the Mandibuzz because Mud Slaps are resisted. So taking the Dark Pulse, get to another one. Again, will not take out. It'll put it low. It'll put it in the red, but they can live. And they do throw a move. So I'll get the Shadow Gardevoir back in, 1 charm. Maybe I get like a charm on the Overquill before I get into Mandibuzz here. Nope, just trying to click on Mandibuzz. Yeah, I kind of instant swapped to Mandibuzz, and they have a Claydol in the back. So I was like, okay, I don't know what moveset Overquill has. I know Quillfish has Ice Beam, so maybe I'll shield up in case it is an Ice Beam, and it is an Ice Beam. So that was a good use of a shield. Now, how do I want to play this out here? Because Mandibuzz has such a good matchup against Claydol. So I would not be surprised if I double shield this. Yeah, trying to keep this alive. And I wouldn't be surprised if, honestly, I throw this move, and if they shield, I come with Gardevoir and just kind of give it up. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and snipe with the charm. Those are still neutral. As you can see, I now have the triple axle on, so they are going to take a super effective move here that will put them very, very low, if not out. 1 HP left, and they throw the move, which is great. That just gives me 1 more air slash. So Gardevoir doing a lot of damage there, getting 1 more air slash, which is good, and then they're so low that it doesn't matter. Mirror match. Okay, so we're just going to delete each other, and then we're going to let Fate decide. Oh yeah, I remember what happened here. Fate decided that we have the exact same team, and Fate did not align me to the mirror match. It aligned me to the bad matchup. So let it go. I come in with Claydol into their Mandibuzz, so then I instant swap my Mandibuzz. And they stay in here, and I believe they have Claydol in the back. So I think they like chip me a bunch here. I'm pretty sure it was a mirror match team. I'm trying to remember. There's only like so many Pokemon in this meta, so you can like blur the lines. Anyways, as this played out, 7 minutes into a video, so if you're still here and you're new to the channel, appreciate you hit the subscribe button. I put out multiple videos a day. Like the title says, 18 legends in 19 seasons. I'm more of a learning channel, so you can see the move count. Like a lot of people love these move counts updated here. How many fast moves it takes to a chart, how many turns it is for a fast move, and how many fast moves it takes to get to the charge moves. New layout, a little bit cleaner on the left-hand side here. Anyways, Mandibuzz, back to the fact that they finally got to each other down here. Okay, what's in the back? And it is a Claydol mirror match, but I am behind on shields here. So, yeah, not much you can do. If they rolled my Mandibuzz against their Claydol, I think I would have the advantage and probably would have won this matchup. But other way around, my Claydol got on their Mandibuzz, not a good matchup, and then I am out of here. So we'll play this bad mirror matchup out, and then we'll go to the next battle. What are you doing? Stop shielding. You're going to lose. Okay. Thanks for wasting our time past me. Okay. Mandibuzz. Great lead. They'll probably get out. Probably into a poison. And probably Mandibuzz Drapion will get hit with Claydol here. And it's a non-shadow, which means they're probably going to have to throw a double crunch. So there's the first. Whoa, they got the defense fall, so maybe they don't need to throw double crunch. They could probably just go Aqua Tail now, which means I'm going to have to throw Scorching Sands because they can probably get to another one here. Because this thing just spams so quick. They do let it go. So I am down a shield, but I keep alignment. So I'm going to throw the Ice Beam here. I'm trying to remember if I come with Mandibuzz here. Part of me says, oh, I snipe. I try to just straight Gardevoir, hoping that my back line can take out, make maybe a poison, dark poison here. That's exactly what's going to happen. So I shield this up to still chip, right? These are neutral charms from a Shadow Gardevoir. So triple axle is shielded. They will take me out here, but I grabbed the shield and I took this thing down to the yellow. They just dumped their energy, so they have no energy. So I'm going to have Claydol come in and do a couple more damage here, at least one anyways, and dump more energy. And now it's air slash range, and they need like 2 ice beams to take me out. But I just made them dump all their energy. So they'll get to 1 ice beam, but they're not going to get to 2. So this will chip a good amount. Oh, they only threw Aqua Tail for some reason. I don't know why they're throwing Aqua Tail. You should throw one Ice Beam if you have it, but they're just going double Aqua Tail instead. And now, because I farmed up so much on that farm down, I now have a move coming here, and I'm almost at a second one. And they kind of recognize that, and I will take the matchup. More Peko. Okay, this should probably get out instantly. Cladle met with mandibuzz, right? So that's the thing with Gardevoir. If you see a dark poison, you can chip it with one charm if you want, or you just go straight Cladle or mandibuzz. Both are good safe swaps. And then otherwise, you stay in with pretty much every other matchup. And then a lot of people will try to come the poison as the safe swap, which you just dominate with Cladle. Or if they come Cladle, you can just come mandibuzz. So that's kind of why I like this team. Bulk in the back, Glassy at front. But if it's a neutral matchup in the front, you can just dominate. So I got 3 charms off there, which I think you only need like 4 to take out more Peko. So we'll shield this up because again, if they have a poison in the back here, I can still chip, and that's exactly what they have. So by the time a game lets me finally come into this matchup, because this game is leggy AF, they're loaded with energy, but probably will shield and just farm fast move down the mud slaps here. And I got ground and fairy to do 1 HP, more Peko left, so that's not going to happen for them. Cladle. Cladle's an interesting one because, as you're going to see here, we both have to return fast moves. But it only takes 5 to get to a Scorching Sands, where it's supposed to take to 8 to get to a Triple Axle. Meanwhile, these mud slaps are adding up on Gardevoir, right? So they eventually come in with their Glothitile maybe. I've probably mispronounced this Pokemon like 6 times in 3 videos. I think it's Glothitile. So I will get off a Scorching Sands here to take it out. They are saving 2 shields for what they have left here. So Cladle comes in, get 1 move off here. Likely to grab a shield here. Probably use one of them. No. What are they saving the 2 shields for in the back? I mean, if it's a fairy, I'm screwed. And it's Gardevoir. Okay, this is the top left. Come in with mandibuzz. I think I'm like, maybe Air Slash's neutral can chip a bunch and then I could charm down. But no, there's no shot here. So they Shadow Ball me for the win. Okay, Galarian Moltres, great lead. They'll probably get out into a poison, of which I will chip once with charm and go into Cladle. Like this is why that right there is how what separates a legend from some of the 2,500 and below people that I've been watching and like reviewing. You need to be on autopilot, especially in a league with 10 Pokemon. This is not some like, oh, they're going to come. Who knows what safe swap they're going to come in? They're going to come with a poison. If they have a dark on the lead, they're going to come with some sort of poison on the safe swap. Probably have 2 in the back. So you just need to be like, oh yeah, I see Moltres on my Gardevoir. They're going to switch to the poison. Got to be basically ready, 1 charm, and then ready to get to my Cladle ASAP. Like, you need to be on autopilot in these matchups to do that. So just make sure that when you're doing these matchups, you know what the moves are before you need to do them. I'm talking and I was like, why am I coming in Mandibuzz here? I do not know. They catch on a Drapion. Now I'm going to come and punish them with Cladle. Going to shield. Am I even going to try and throw a move? I mean, Scorching Sands has a chance to lower your attack, so maybe I do, but otherwise this should just be a fast move down left here. And then, yeah, I almost put myself in a weird spot here because I just let them get a bunch of energy. Yes, they're 2 charms away, but if they get a Brave Bird, this game's over. But if I remember, they only get to an Ancient Power. Yeah. And then 1 more charm takes them out. So a couple more battles here. I think 1 loss, 1 win. So bad lead. Mandibuzz or Claydol, pick your poison. Or pick your not poison. And I get met with the Mandibuzz, right? So not surprising. They should also have this matchup on autopilot on their side. Poison lead. Great, they saw a fairy. I'm definitely going to cover it with a grounder like Mandibuzz. So covered it with Claydol. They have Mandibuzz on the ready to come and beat me there. Like autopilot, you should be able to know these matchups in and out before they happen. So I lost lead, I lost switch, and now it comes down to what's in the back. So they'll chip me here. I mean, chip me and they'll take me out here, which is fine. I'll come in. I'll be interested. Yeah, I am coming Gardevoir. I'll probably do 1 charm on this and then come Mandibuzz. Yeah, okay. So they got to move off. So I got a shield. So now I'm down shield. So lost switch, lost lead, and I lost a shield here. So not a good combo here. But they are staying in. Could try to get the Ice Beam. Ice Beam would chip a ton here. And that's exactly what happens. And they are staying in. So maybe they have like a second poison or a second or something in the back that can deal with mine, because they're just going to go 2 shields in the back. Claydol. Interesting. I would not have expected that to be what is in the back here. They're just going to keep 2 shields to try and take out my Mandibuzz. And I let this go thinking I can just maybe out-charm this thing in the 1 shield. Shield and just try and out-charm this all the way down. Because that's basically my only win con here. So I do out-charm them, but I think they have the poison left. Yeah, and the Quillfish poison is going to take me out before I get to the move. And this is my 4-1 to Legend. So Sableye, great lead. Come in with Galarian Rapidash. So I am chipping a ton. Fairy Wind's not really going to hurt Gardevoir, and Charm is hurting them. So I just chip them all the way down to the yellow. And then I'll absorb this damage on Claydol. I maybe shield 1 because I'm worried about like a Mega Horn. Yeah. So I shield 1 because I am worried about Mega Horn would like cost me that switch, and then losing that switch does not seem like a good idea when you have a Fairy on Sableye. But I got a ton of energy, so the Scorching Sand will do a ton of damage or grab a shield. And they give me their shield, and I can get to another one, which is huge because this will grab a second shield or basically put it in the yellow, if not red. So they double shield. Now just come in here. They have their own Gardevoir in the back, so obviously I just need to stay in here and chip as much as I can. Now Air Slash Mandibuzz, I put this low enough that Air Slash Mandibuzz can take this out. I have a shield. Shield up the move that's coming from Sableye, even though it's a resisted foul play. Get my own foul play off to take this out. 4-1, 30-13, 18th Legend time. So for all for all of you who've watched my battles and said, you know, your fast move timing's bad, and this was, you don't, how do you not count, and how do you not know all the typings yet? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. 30-13. This pose is bad. I do not like the pose. It's like a ghost puppeteer type pose, but I added it to my thing, so I'll be on that until the next Legend pose. So that's the team. Yeah. Not much more to say. I kind of explained how you played out. These cups are really good at... These cups are good to potentially push because you should know the ins and outs of your team, and you should know the ins and outs of all the matchups that you're going to see. Right? There's like 10 to 12 Pokemon that are being used. So just know how much damage each move does to these Pokemon. Know how fast they get to the moves. What you need to do with your team here. Again, poison. If I see a poison lead, poison dark lead, probably 1 charm and then bail into Claydol or Mandibuzz. Either are fine. Otherwise, I stay in. If it's any sort of neutral situation, Claydol, mirror match, I just stay in. If it's a great match, I'll probably know that they're going to come with the poison. Then I can punish it with Claydol. Very easy team to use and know how to run through it. So that is it. that is the legend run. So I will be showcasing a bunch of viewers, I think, over the next little bit, because I've already shot one for this afternoon featuring Guzzlord. And you know what? I know I'm talking about Gardevoir in the lead, so Guzzlord being double weak to Fairy seems scary. But Guzzlord has a lot of good matchups in this, right? Because you can deal with all the poisons. You have super effective for Claydol. You resist a lot of, like, Mandibuzz, you do neutral. So it's a really good Pokemon to use. So check that video out this afternoon. And then I'm just seeing how many others. I don't think this has gone through yet, because I think it was in my afternoon video that I talked about this. But Nick, if you're watching and you don't, I need a new submission. He's a member of the channel, level 2 member at that. But he submitted one through YouTube, and I cannot download your battles from YouTube, so I cannot showcase them. And then I see some other people sent me some stuff, and then yeah, I'll cover you guys in the next little bit. So basically, I'm going to need, I've done my Friday videos, so I'm going to need 2 videos on Saturday, 1 on Sunday morning. I'll do an event coverage Sunday afternoon, and then 2 more for Monday. So I'm going to need 5 more Willpower videos. So if you want to submit Willpower videos, link in the description. We are not covering Master League because those do not get views. And honestly, Willpower will still get not a ton of views in the future, but it will still get more than Master League, which is just unfortunately the state of Master League. Yeah, click through. I was, let's say, second day, Thursday morning, click through rate. I was just checking my video. 15.7% after how many hours? 3.5 hours. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. So people are definitely searching for these teams because you have 3 weeks left. I actually talk about this in the afternoon video. There's only 3 weeks left in the season. Probably 2.5 by the time you watch this. There's this. There's next week, which is Master League and Retro Cup, which is garbage. And then there's a open every league plus catch cup. So you only have 2.5 weeks left. So if you're making that final push, good luck. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.